Good everything. It is Sunday, July the 21st, 2024, and it's about 7 a.m. So came out here an hour ago. I have to use the plug in here to run the pump on this tote because I don't have any outlets on this side of the barn. So got that connected, got it going. It's been going now for, let's say, about 20 minutes. And this is what we're working with. As you can see, the water accumulation has definitely increased time-wise. I'm having bigger and larger saturation points. And there is, I think, a damper in this port I need to take out. I just took one out of there and it started to speed up the process even more. As you can see, everything is looking good so far. So the pump has definitely increased the output. I need to come and unscrew this area, but that's what we're working with. I probably will give it another 30 minutes because I'm getting a leak from this area, and I really do hate wasting water. My husband was looking for an extension hose with 2 female ends, but opted to buy one and do a splicing job that don't seem to be working out right now. So we need to correct that. I harvested 2 cucumbers already, and my tomato in this bed is starting to blush. Next week I want to come in here and start harvesting my ground cherries because I have a lot that has already fallen on the ground. Oops. And these are ripe and ready to be harvested. So I think, oh, that's going to be what's the word I'm looking for? Project for next week. So we'll get that started, and I possibly will harvest the rest of the carrots out of this bed instead of prolonging the inevitable. They're gonna just go to seed and not necessarily give me the longer carrots that I'm looking for. All right, it's been going, I'd say now, for an easy 30-35 minutes, and I am getting good saturation. I do not recall what the weather people say is the next time we're gonna get any rain, so I need to start watching my water consumption in this tote. So I think I'm gonna turn it off. You see, that saturation way out there. So I think for now we're gonna be good, and I think I found a fix to my issue, which I'm happy about. detachment number 973. I think so. Nothing can stop the Air Force. Company C Combat Engineers. Well, it gives you the last name in the right hand side. I.
Yeah.
Which one is that?
Civil War.
Iowa. Lewis Hewitt, Civil War, Iowa. I would like to know what the stars are next to the name. John Cox, Private U.S. Army, 1812. In 1996, these cannons were placed on new mountains at this location in Riverview Park by the Fort Madison Sequential Commission in commemoration that year of the 150th anniversary of the state of Iowa. The brass James cannon named for their designer was manufactured only in 1858 and 1859. They were the first U.S. Army cannon provided with rifling along the bore, a feature added to improve the accuracy of their projectile trajectory. The federal government gave both cannons to the city of Fort Madison in 1916 as memorials to local residents who had served in the American Civil War. I guess from this end, you sitting down and your
legs are in it.
Yeah, or you even put your sitting down. Maybe sitting down wasn't an option. We are today visiting Fort Madison, Iowa. The oldest city in Iowa. Just out for a ride and figured we'd stop and see what's going on over here. Well, can't read what it said. We're gonna go poke around, be nosy.
Well, you can actually see inside.
Is it empty?
No, there's stuff in there.
Oh. Well, look at the chinking.
Oh, I know. It's as old as ball.
I wouldn't be pulling on it.
Well, they got air conditioning in one of them. Can take one home?
Nope.
It'll fly away.
I'm good.
They're big.
Look over you. See how he pick up his pace?
Uh-huh.
Wish you could decipher which is male or which is female. Lighting system for engine number 2913 were donated by Catfish Bend Casino, Climax how you pronounce that company? Frank Miller Company Inc. September of 2006.
The lights.
MOLYDBENUD.
This isn't that old. It was built in January of 44. But it's a big son of a bitch, boy.
Steam locomotive 2913 presented to the city of Fort Madison by the Atchison, Topeka, and Santa Fe Rail Lines, April of 1960. Placed on display through stock purchases in the Fort Madison Short Line Railroad. Built January 1944, retired October 1955. Well, they're keeping it in good condition.
They are, but it's a big sucker.
Alright, y'all, so we're out today on the Slingshot. Hubby won't let me drive, so.
Because you can't drive.
Alright, it is 3 p.m. It is Monday, and it is July the 22nd, I believe. It's about 85 degrees, and I am out here doing some harvesting. I want to get to my ground cherries and get those harvested, but in the meantime I am harvesting carrots. Do you see this? We got some mutant type carrots going on up in here. So we ain't all long and dainty, but we sure are huge. So I am thinking juicing. Hold on, let me get my shovel. I was digging this one up and broke the head off. So I don't know, y'all. We might be having some carrot juice going on here in the next couple of days. Trying to wait till the sun is out of this area so I could get to those ground cherries, but I don't know. This joker. Interesting. Anyway, let me see how far I could get on this and I'll bring you back. It would seem that I missed one because I just came across this joker. So there we go. Get some cucumbers out of this area. Maybe you could have another day or two. So got another one in here. Right here. Okay, this one is smaller. This one too. Not a couple of days. So let me get. Oh, there we go. Wow, that's small. We'll give them another day or two also. So I'm now going over to the pumpkin patch, see if we got any squash ready. Alright, so this is my burgundy bush beans harvest for today. I got some more squash, but they're kind of soft and squishy, so they're going to go to the chickens. And then I did manage to, these are my zucchini and cucumbers harvested for today. So this is probably going to be another hour or more before the sun dies down in this area and we get to these ground cherries. So I'll bring you back either way. The struggle is real. It is a little after 5 p.m. and it is hot out here. So I am trying to get the ground cherries that's on the ground picked up. Trying to go through this maze. So far that's all I've harvested. I did start pulling some of my beets that was in this bed. So let's see how far we get. Alright, it's Wednesday the 25th and it's about 11 a.m. So I came out here just to pick up some brush, and I noticed some blooming going on here on my lilies. So I figured I'd show you what is going on in this bed. This I know for sure is a weed, so we are gonna get rid of you. We're not even playing them games. Anyway, so this is what zinnias are looking like, and I figure I'd show you what the end result is of the zinnias by the chicken coop. Not very productive. It has to be the soil, so maybe next season I'm gonna just work on amending the soil and then give it a break. In this area, the alliums have started to poke their heads out. They'll be open in a few weeks perhaps. I ended up not getting any hollyhocks in this area. I don't know if the roots that I planted got eaten when I had that groundhog issue a few months ago. And the alliums on this side are finally, some of them are going to seed, so I think I'm going to harvest some of the seed heads and plant them to the left over there. The zinnias around this pole, this is as good as I got. And this is what the zinnias are looking like in this area, the ones that survived anyway. Not all has started to put off flower yet, but we shall see. The ones in this planter are just stringy with no flowers. And these, I have flower on a few of them, but they are just very lanky. And I have seen more blooms on this one than I previously, than I have now, I should say. The wishing well over there, there's nothing in there. At this stage, I'd say I love zinnias, but I guess zinnias don't love me. All right, it is 9 a.m. It is 70 degrees. It is the 25th of July 2024. Had some rain this morning. I'll get back to that. Project for today, I'm going to take some of these bricks that I got sitting here and I am going to lay them out on this big bed to hold on this tarp, because when I get all these plants up in a few months and the winter comes and we get all this wind, I need something to hold the tarp down. So we got rain this morning around 3 a.m. My tote was almost empty, I'd say, in this area. This morning I'm up there with water, so I'm grateful for that. Yesterday I managed to harvest some more tomatoes and cucumbers. So project number one is definitely to get this tarp more secured. Project number two is I am going to pull some of these squash plants that don't look like they'll recover and get this watermelon more trained towards running in this bed and not on the grass. Then I want to get in here and see if I have anything that's harvestable squash and zucchini wise, but I'm gonna wait for this area to dry up a bit. Yeah, I don't think this is coming back. So I hate to take out this acorn squash, but this one looked like blossom and rot, and I don't know if that's gonna survive, so we might just end up pulling this. And here I got, this is going to be spaghetti squash, and they should have butternut squash also in this area. And whatever I take out acorn squash wise, I still have 2 plants coming up, so hopefully they'll survive. So let me get started on that. I'll bring you back. Alright, so got everything around this perimeter. Didn't take me long. I have a few more broken pieces that I will definitely be finding a home for. They're not going to stay in front of the barn. So that's taken care of. Managed to harvest some more ground cherries. And I am compiling them with the previous set because I'd like to make some jam or a pie. Alright, it is Friday, the 26th of July, 2024. It's about 3 p.m. I did manage yesterday to come out here and pull some of those squash plants. I'm gonna hold on to that one to see if that acorn squash gets somewhat larger. So we have rat cry going on today. Rat is taking the bikers through one of my neighboring towns, and this is a big bike ride that goes on once a year. People come from all over the United States and from other countries to participate. So I'll insert a clip on that. This is my harvest of zucchini from yesterday and some more cucumbers from today. So just want to say thanks for stopping by. Trust you all had a blessed week and hopefully an awesome weekend, and ancestors willing, I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.